Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Agent Mastermind strategy class with our fearless leader, the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. Scotty Hudspeth. The crowd goes wild. How you doing today, Scotty?
I'm doing great, Paul. Hey, welcome back, my friend. It's nice to have you back and nice to hear your voice again. Can't wait to see you next week. I'm going to be down there.
I know that it's going to be an exciting week. We got two groups of some amazing people coming into town, and I can't be more excited about that. It's perfect timing coming back from a little honeymoon action and getting right back into it with some masterminding.
Fun life.
Absolutely.
Warm weather. So welcome everybody to the call. This is Scott Hudspeth, your host with Agent Mastermind, and we have an amazing class for you today, but more importantly, we have a special guest. So our special guest, let me just pull this up, is Gail Zintak. She's here by herself, but she is teamed up with her husband, who I believe is out of the state right now, right? He's traveling a little bit?
Yeah, he's going to go do some golfing in Florida.
Oh, so now I know how it works. You do the work and he goes and plays.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I wanted to share with you who we have on the call. So she was featured in Realtor Magazine back this year, in fact, January of 2014. And she was featured because she's taken her business from 35% referral to 98% referral, which is impressive. So, and you're going to share with us today exactly how you're doing that.
I will certainly do that.
Do your best. Okay. So we've, up until this point, we've done a couple classes on farming your database. We did one on phone burner. We did one on marketing to expireds, and it really has to do with database management. And I think that this fits in so good with what we've covered over the last couple months. So if you missed the farming to your database back in December, get with the loan professional that sent you here, and he can get you a copy of that because this will tie right into it. So congratulations on this, by the way.
Thank you.
That's impressive. So Realtor Mag, if you didn't see it, go back and look for the article, January 2014. So good stuff. So a friendly reminder before we get started, and this is the most important part, we are in the marketing to our database business, not the real estate business. Wouldn't you agree?
I like that.
Yeah, and you're like the expert at this, so I don't have to tell you that. But I want to tell everybody that if you think that database isn't important, you need to think again, right?
Scotty,
so today we're going to show you the ultimate relationship marketing referral system is what I call it. I don't know. There's a bunch of different words for it, but really, when it boils down to it, is some way, shape, or form, we need to find a way to go deep with our relationships, right? And you're going to tell some really good stories today that I think really hit home for me when you told them to me. So 5 keys to success. First one, ability to create relationships with a large network of people. Now, let me ask you, you told me this before we started. You have a referral network, which I thought was impressive, of how many people now?
It's up to about 120.
120. So those are people that have either you've received a referral from, or is it people
our past clients.
Past clients. Okay. So you know that they're a good referral source. 120. Okay. That's an impressive number, by the way. So if you do nothing but, I mean, think about this. So if you did nothing but get referrals from a third of those, you're going to have a great year.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's the way I look at it. It's
and
like
that's where the 98%
98% comes from. Exactly. Yeah, good point. Good point.
2% in sign calls.
2%, yeah, sign calls, or just maybe at the grocery store or coffee shop, right?
Yeah.
Ability to follow up consistently and stay on top of your clients.
Hey, Scotty.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Is there any way you can kind of share the microphone a little closer to Gail? Some folks are having a little trouble hearing her.
Okay, cool. Okay, test that.
Can you hear me now?
That's much better, actually. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay. All right, I'll turn up the volume. All right, cool. So, ability to look at the gears. Holy smokes, I didn't even know that was going to happen. Ability to automate your follow-up and relationship building efforts. We're going to show you a really cool campaign that she sends out. The ability to separate yourself from all competitors and marketing messages, because really what it boils down to, I don't know, we talked about this in the last couple of classes, is I wake up thinking I don't have any referral network, right? Because I haven't done something of value for them recently or maybe in a long time. So I really stand the chance of somebody coming in and taking them from me, which is a dangerous, I mean, that's a bad place to be. So when you're not doing something that, that's special for them, somebody else might be doing it. So this is some cool stuff. So what we're going to show you is how she has used send-out cards. Now, we're not trying to sell you send-out cards. You can, Vicki has showed you how to use PowerPoint to build your stuff. However you want to get it out there, this is amazing, and I'm going to show you one of the ones she sent to me that was pretty cool that said, thanks for letting me be on class. So I'm going to show you that. So there's a bunch of different reasons why this is so cool. The best one is I don't have to go to the store and deal with traffic. I mean, it's just, that's a huge one for me. And I can personalize it. I don't have to go buy the generic card and hope that I find one that fits. It actually is going to fit because I'm going to put a picture of who I'm sending it to in it, which is pretty cool. So one of the cool things, and you can tell us about this, and I think it's cool, is your own personal signature, right?
Yes, so you can fill out a form, send it in, and you can choose from different signatures. So this one is Steve and Gail. Steve has his own. I have my own. We have lots of different ways that you can upload your signatures into the system. So when you sign the card, it's actually your signature.
Your signature, so your real signature. Yeah, and people don't believe me when I sign mine, so I'd probably have someone else do it anyway. Yeah. How about your own handwritten font? This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, guys, now this isn't going to the store. This isn't buying a printer to print out your own postcards because that's expensive. The ink's expensive. You got to take the time to do it. You got to take the time to lick the envelope, put on the stamp, hand address it.
God, I'm tired.
I'm all right to go to sleep, man. I'm wore out. All right?
No, you pick a card. There's 17,000 cards that you can choose from in many categories. Creating your own is always going to be the most impressive and be the cards that they hold on to the longest. But having your own handwriting in there and your signature, it's very personal. I sit at my computer, I pick the card, I type the message, I click send out cards, print stuff, stamps, and mails it for me for about $1.
Now, here's one thing, and I think we'll get to it, but I want to bring it up. You said that was it over the holidays or something, you sent out 250 cards within how long did it take you to do that?
I created 2 postcards, and if you go back one slide, you can see that it was these postcards for Valentine's Day that I sent out, one to the neighborhood. I farm my neighborhood of 90 homes, so I created a really quick, fun postcard as a campaign. I also created a card for our top 120. It took me about 30 minutes to create both those cards and pick the recipients and send in about 30 minutes.
30 minutes, 250 people. So did you have any response? Like let's just go to this right here. So this year, we're February 20, what is the date today? 25th.
Mm-hmm.
You send out these referral cards.
So this was the first card I sent out to our top 100, and we were talking about this earlier. Your top 100 could have 250 people in it.
It doesn't matter.
But it's just the top of mind, and these are the people that refer us, that we are top of mind with. And as I was sitting with Steve watching the bowl games on New Year's Day, I always date my cards because you'll realize people will save these. And I always want to know when I look. And you can see on here it says Dear First Name. So another special feature of this is I can put that feature in that it'll pull the first name of my contact, so it'll personalize all the contacts. And as we were watching the games and thinking about winning seasons, and just I was inspired to write this card. Went out to about a little less than 100 people at the time, and I'd say within 9 days I had 3 listing appointments.
Unreal. Just 3. So yeah, but it cost you $100 though.
Well, yeah, but if I sell 3 listings,
just that one listing, I'm pretty
yeah.
happy with that. Write a check for $100 to cash one for who knows, yeah. 3,500, 40. Yeah, whatever.
The bottom line is it's about building the relationship with people and staying top of mind, and utilizing the system. I can create one card. While I'm watching a football game, send it out to 100 people.
Yeah. And
I've never left my house.
You never left your house. Now, I was kind of curious about this. Now, you put your picture in there. Why do you do that?
Recognition.
So they know who you are.
There's times using this system where you want to brand yourself and your company, but there's also times, and we'll see as we go through, that you don't want to do that. These are prospecting cards. This was the Valentine postcard I sent out to our top 100, and this one went out to about 120 people, and it was just fun. And quite honestly, we've got a couple of other phone calls the following week after sending this out. So, a Facebook message, hey, my cousin's thinking of buying a house, and I'm going to have him contact you. So People are connecting with us from all different avenues.
Absolutely. So this went to, so these two cards, this one went out to 120 people.
Mm-hmm.
This one went out the same card to 120 people. So you send one a month about? Is that
Well, when I'm inspired. My goal is to have 6 communications via send-out cards with this group of people throughout the year.
Okay, so once every other month at least.
Yeah.
I think that's great, and it's personal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool part. I don't see a whole lot. I see that you say who you are, but there's not a whole lot of stuff about real estate on here.
No, they know who we are.
They know who you are? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny is there's a really good friend of mine, and he said, and this is true, if you are good at what you do, they will find out what you do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you know, like, and you say, of course, these 120 have know you, like you, and trust you, so it's not a big deal. But staying top of mind, I think, is so important. And you're doing it by Facebook, you're doing it by these special cards and stuff like that. So how about these? How many happy birthday cards do you choose from? And I think this is important.
Okay, well, there's probably 650 cards in the send-out card system specific for birthdays. I create a campaign each year. Well, actually, this is 4 different campaign cards, one for a female, one for a male, a boy, and a girl. And I put this is the card that I created for this year to send out to a boy. So maybe it's a client of ours whose son is having a birthday. He's going to get this card. I put our picture in this card because, you know, a kid's getting a birthday card from Steve and Gail. Well,
awesome.
They probably don't know who Steve and Gail are necessarily. But, you know, to have the picture in there, then their parents can say, oh, yeah, that's Steve and Gail. They're the ones that helped us buy our house.
I like that. I like that.
So,
top of mind again. You know, guys, and it goes back to going deep with these guys. Now we're going to show you some other cool stuff that I really, really like, and that's putting the people into. So very easily with social media, like we're going to show you one at the end with a newborn baby, that story. We'll get to it in a second. But with social media, you know this, and everybody knows this on the call, people live their lives through social media. So you know where they go to dinner, where they went to vacation. I mean, you know everything about their lives, and you can take pictures from that. You do that to me all the time.
I do.
Every time I go to a vacation, I get a card from Gail with pictures from the vacation, and my wife freaking loves them. She never, she just so I told her we were doing this class. She goes, tell her I really love that card.
Oh.
You know, so it's very special. She just wishes that I would do more of that. So you're making me live that.
Yeah, I can teach you.
All right. Yeah, I got the best teacher in the house, right? So,
right.
Here's another one.
Yep, this is the card that's going out to the ladies this year. So you see again, it's first name. So on your birthday, we wish you to have the courage to live at least one more dream, fulfill one more wish, and make one more person's life beautiful. Celebrating you today, Steve and Gail. This card is 62 cents.
62 cents to go to all the ladies in the house.
Yeah, and it takes me. The cool thing is, send out cards. They remind me of when these ladies' birthdays are, so I can go in, choose the card, click send, and within 10 seconds, the card is sent.
You know what's funny, Gail, that Ashley asked a good question. These are physical cards that go out.
That's correct.
That's correct. These are physical, and the cool part is their name is typed in there, first name is typed in there, so it's not just you wrote it in and you signed it. You can put whatever you want in the card as if it's made just for them. There's no one card that's just like it because of your words that you put in it.
So let's just say Sally's birthday is coming up, and I just saw something on Facebook that Sally did, and I can go in and I can edit this card. So I can make it very specific to something that I saw on Facebook or maybe talked about at the networking group last month. So
sure.
It's very cool. This is for the little girls, the birthday card this year, you know, the old zebra. My granddaughter loves the zebra stripes. So, you know, again, putting the picture in the card for the children just so they can, you know, maybe the parents can just remind them who we were.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know if you guys, this is a real photo of a lighthouse over in South Haven.
This was St. Joe.
St. Joe. So this is an actual lighthouse in St. Joe. And where did you get this picture?
Our winter has been wicked.
This explains what we have been living with right
This
here.
is why you're going south, right?
Yes.
All right, so I saw this picture on Facebook, and I saw it for several days. So, you know, we have had a lot of snow. And Steve and I just started farming our neighborhood and using send-out cards to do so. So I saw this is actually the front of the card. And then over there on the right are just pictures. I drove through my neighborhood and just started taking pictures with my phone and then uploaded them into the system. You know, 2014. But what I really love is being able to take the screenshots. Thank you for teaching me about Jing, by the way.
Jing project.
But you know, taking screenshots right from our MLS of the current inventory and what's happening, and being able to personalize a message to South Portage. So we live in South Portage, so this is directly targeted to the people in our neighborhood, and just a message to say, hey, if you know somebody looking to sell this year, have them give us a call.
You know what's funny is you can't buy this. You can't go to a store and buy pictures of your neighborhood in a card you can send out and personalize for the neighborhood. That's the cool part about this, and I got to tell you, it's so easy to do. If you can literally, and we'll answer all the questions at the end, and Gail's going to be available to help with questions. She's part of our private Facebook group, so we'll let you know about that at the end. But here's another one. This is great. This is also your neighborhood.
Yeah, this was in our backyard. We had two little fawns that came and laid down in the backyard for about 2 hours. And I was outside taking pictures, and, you know, nature is alive and well on Oakview. The people of the neighborhood know that there's deer that, you know, come and go. We see them all the time. So, you know, just taking the personal pictures, for one, it'll draw them in, and, you know, hopefully the information on the inside. It's just like touching people, letting them know, hey, you know what, your neighbor that lives right down the street knows about real estate in the market.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I love this story. So I want to pop this picture up first. This was 2011 this happened.
Yes, it was. It was the Taste of the Chamber. Steve and I went to the Kalamazoo Country Club, and all the chefs from around Kalamazoo were there, you know, with their best dishes. And Park Street Market actually won the Taste of the Chamber. So the top picture is the front of the card, just congratulations of them holding their little plaque. And then just a short message, you know, just saying, you know, your food rocked. We really enjoyed it. Signed it, you know, Steve and Gail Zintek, the network team at Even Bourwalton Realtors. I didn't know any of these people. We didn't go up and introduce ourselves that night, but we wanted to celebrate the victory that they got. Kiar, the gentleman at the top left, called. He said, hey, thanks for that card. That was really awesome. You know, my family and I are moving from the east side of the state, and we need a realtor.
Really?
And
so you just took a picture while you were there, sent it to whoever held the event.
Park Street Market.
Park Street Market, because they won it. And say, I don't know what this said. You know, your food rocked. You can read this, though. Like it says, your food rocked, congratulations, whatever. And that was it.
That was it.
Just you touched somebody in a way that no one else took the time to do. He didn't know you, but now you're best friends.
Well,
oh, yeah.
next picture. So next picture. Well, okay, so they closed on their house in 2012. 12.
Okay.
We were invited. We developed a relationship. So Kiara and Eva got married last April 20th, 2013. Wow. I no longer take gifts to weddings, graduation parties, birthday parties. I take my camera and I take pictures. I capture the event. This was a picture of them at their wedding. Inside, this was a big card. So inside was a picture of the full family.
Like when you say big, how big?
8 by 11.
8 by 11, big card. So that's the biggest card they're going to get from anybody.
Yeah.
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 Card. Right.
So invited us to their home at Christmas with about 6 or 7 other couples. And what is so cool, I love this. I go in and this card is sitting in the living room, and everybody's picking it up and looking at it, and they're going, "Oh yeah, that's from Steve and Gail."
That's big and impressive, and the picture.
And it's them.
Yeah.
You know, who wants to put their wedding pictures away? But you know, now it's February 2014, and they're going to have a baby this week.
Oh, so let me guess. You're going to send him another card.
I can't wait to get a picture. Kiar, I texted him yesterday. Any baby yet? And he's like, no, she's due the 27th. So I'm gonna get a picture, and I'm gonna put it on a card and celebrate that event.
So I didn't ask you this before class, and if it's okay, how big of a house did they buy?
They bought, well, they got a foreclosure at 208. It's worth
208.
about $385 right now.
So 208. So you sent one card and it cost you $1
Mm-hmm.
to somebody you had no idea who it was. Turned into a $208,000 listing because they said, "Thank you very much. Hey, we're thinking about moving just by chance."
Mm-hmm.
You go to their wedding. They're having a baby. I mean, have they?
Kiar's sister is looking at for a house with about $300,000.
Yeah, friends.
We helped his other brother find a rental while they were here, so they'll be buying around the $300,000 or $400,000 range in the next year. Mom and Dad need a lake house because all the kids and grandkids need to come over.
So, absolutely, and more grandkids now.
Yeah.
Very cool. And
so,
this is the inside of the card.
Yeah, so this is the anniversary card. Send out cards. They send you emails with anniversary and birthday dates. So when we close on a house, I put it in the system as the anniversary date. So they closed on 12/12/12, and you can see for 1 year you go into your house, look at all the changes that have taken place in a short amount of time. Remodeled home, got married, getting ready to have a baby boy. And so this card was, I mean, we were there at Christmas. This was the only Christmas card I saw displayed at their house, along with the wedding card that was in the other room.
12, 15. So Jacqueline's asking, how much does this service cost? So like for postcards, you said it's how much?
For the postcards, 31 cents to 62 cents for custom.
Okay.
Plus postage. This card cost me 62 cents.
62 cents, and a full-blown card that's open, like at a front and then an inside.
This was a 62 cents.
Okay.
I didn't add any pictures to it, so.
Okay. All right. Oh, so it's custom. It's
$1.11. Yeah, if it's custom, it's 93 cents, and if it's just a regular card, it's 62.
62. Okay. Wow. And how much are cards at the store nowadays?
Okay. I got a story because it's been 6.5 years since I bought a card at the store, and I needed to go to Meijer to get some things, and they had a Valentine card display. So I went over. I go, I don't know what a card costs anymore. I picked up a card from a husband to a wife. It was pretty. It had a ribbon on it. I turned it over. It was $8.59.
What? Oh my God!
So
personalization.
I picked up 4 cards totaling $26.
Oh my God! That's insane. That's 26 cards you could have sent to your past database.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see. 7-card buyer. So you have a 7-card buyer campaign, which is kind of a buyer close on the loan campaign. We're going to show you some ideas here. So
we're all busy, but we want to stay in touch. So the campaigns. This is a 7-card campaign. I have a card that goes out immediately. Then there's.
When do you send this first card out? When you first meet them?
No, this is when they close. Congratulations on your new home.
Right.
Pleasure working with you. So this one, the picture on the right is the left is the outside of the card. The picture on the right is the inside. And so when they close and I put them in the system, I activate this campaign.
Got it.
This card goes out within 24 hours.
Okay.
The next card goes out depending on the year. So right now it's February 25th. If you scroll through here, let's go to the spring one. This one. This card is scheduled to go out on March 20th.
Okay.
So I close today. I activate this account or this campaign. The first card goes out, and then on March 20th, this one goes out.
And how long does it take to activate that campaign per buyer?
Well, you have to put them in your system.
Okay.
So,
name, address, new address.
So probably about 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes. And then it automatically will send card number 1. And then 30 days later, is it 30 days, 30 days?
Yeah,
30 days,
I did New Year's, so mine go out in January, February, March, May, November, end of October, and then the first part of December.
And then so what if so I have this series set up and I want to send, and I close on a home today and I want to start that campaign, and maybe something special happens in month 2, like they have a baby. Can I go in and edit the card that's already programmed to go before it goes?
You could, yes, you can.
Okay. So I could add a picture, congratulations on the baby, hope your home is treating you well, whatever.
Yeah, and the cost of that campaign for 7 cards, is 20 points. So
dollar speaking.
well,
$8
$6 for the points.
Okay.
And $3.43 in postage. So
$10.
So yeah.
$10 for
less
7
than
cards.
$10 for 7 cards that go out in 5 minutes.
Okay, amazing. And you're done. So you're front of mind for the next 7 months, and then after that, it's just every other whatever.
You're still going to get their,
holidays
and this doesn't even include the birthday cards. So if you put them in there, you're going to get a birthday reminder, and you can go in and.
Got it. Cool. And so these are the ones that I think are. They're all cool, but when you put somebody's home in there, and it's a picture of their home, and then I put up so so picture number 1 is the back of their home.
Yeah, but this is the front of the
front
card.
Of the card, right? Front of the card.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the inside. One of the inside.
The
pictures.
inside top. Explore to your heart's content. They bought 19 acres. They were thrilled to the moon.
Awesome. And then the inside of the card.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how can you not? I mean, you just can't buy that emotional attachment that you get with these cards, and the special. Like my wife shared it with me. I mean, she's like, "That is so cool," because it's.
They won't throw them away.
No.
It's a picture of their new home.
Throwing away their house.
Yeah, and date it. So January 17th is when they closed on their home.
Right.
So they.
So it's not only
when did I close on my home? Oh yeah, let's pull out Stephen Gale's card.
Right. Right on. So so no card goes in this. I don't see a phone number on here.
No.
Nothing. Just it's just a card.
It's the card.
It's a card. A personal, deep down, emotional card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Check this one out. I love, and tell me about this picture. So this is for them standing in the front of their home. I love this. You did this on secret.
Yeah, this is my secret agent. I was standing in the kitchen of this home to the back, and Ty and Eric walked out back, and they were kind of like daydreaming about their backyard, and I just snapped a couple pictures of them. So this is the inside of the card. With send-out cards, you can drag a picture in and hit one little span button, and it'll cover the whole inside of the card. And then, they were getting married. This was June 4th last year. Yeah. They were getting married August 17th. So guess what? They got another card in August. Just letting. So yeah.
Hey, real quick, we're going to give you guys. You can go to send out cards if you want to sign up for it, but I would wait because Gail can give you if you go through her, she can give you a bunch of stuff like all these campaigns. She can literally share them with you.
That's right.
So we're gonna give you a little email to contact Gail, and of course if you want her information on the Facebook page, you can go through her, and she'll literally spend time on the phone with you. If you were local, she would come in like she is right now with me and help you, but she can help you over the phone, and she's very, very good at this. So she's just got a creative mind. I don't know, you're just great at what you do. So
thanks, Scott.
All right, so oops, did I hit the wrong one?
Go back.
Go back.
Now go forward.
I think I missed a couple of happy birthdays. So there's that one. There's that Christmas.
Yeah, this. Stop here.
Okay, cool.
Look at those beautiful children.
Are those all one family?
Those are my grandchildren.
Oh my God! How cool is that?
So this is the card that I'm sending out in December. Wow. The front of the card just says joy, and the inside I get to share that which is special to me.
That's very special. Yeah.
Those are my babies.
Right on. So all for $1.11, and $1.11 is for a full-blown, two-sided folding card.
That they get to open an envelope that comes in the mail, and that includes postage.
Okay. And then the automated thing you told us about, you can automate. She has a 7 card. This is a 6, but you can automate. So if you get a campaign that you like or build, or you want to use Gail's, she'll share it with you. Mm-hmm. It's a 6 or 7 card campaign type thing, which is really cool. And then check this out. So Gail, and this is so cool. She's done this. I think my key is, I've moved too many times, so it's somewhere. I think it's in my thing. But so Gail just sent me this card. So here's the front of the card that I got. It's sitting on my desk. And then this is the inside of the card. So this is the front. This is the top and the bottom. And then she also included in this little package. I don't know how it came in a box. Mm-hmm. It came in a box with caramels in it. So you can send gifts through this thing. And there's still a couple out there that I just remembered, so I got to get those before they're gone. But how cool is that? She went in and I don't know if you guys remember, but we did a class before Christmas that said farming your database, and she put on here PSS I like you. It's just one of the things that Joe Girard did. He's the #1 salesman in the world with the World's Book of World Record for sales, and so that's what he did was he put I like you on his card. Here's a little something to share with your office. So very personal. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. So that's that. So here's another one. Send to a friend. Like just thinking of you. Here's the inside of it. If a friend's going through a hard time or a good time or an exciting time, it doesn't matter when, but it's just how many times do people post what they're doing on Facebook, like where they're at, having a great trip? What a great thing. Hey, I seen you said it. Hey, I seen you guys on Facebook, and what was it?
Well, right now I can share a couple personal stories, and sometimes it's the sad ones too that just bring about what Send Out Cards is all about. I have 2 friends right now that are, one struggling with cancer, lives in Texas, and so this morning I kind of went on her Facebook page to see what's happening in her life, and she's been on my mind, so I grabbed a card. She shared a video actually, so I did a couple screenshots of this elephant Suda that draws pictures of itself. But it was important for her to share, and so I created a card, and I just let her know that I was thinking about her. If I had to go to the store and buy a card, or if I had to sit down and write a letter, I probably wouldn't do it. Or maybe I wouldn't have the stamp, Another friend is, just going through a hard time right now, is on hospice, and I like to celebrate people while they're alive and living, and they can hear my words and know how I feel. Send Out Cards lets me do that. So it's all about, acting on your prompting.
It's funny how you said that you grabbed a card. You actually logged into the system, but you grabbed something that was special to you, special to them, and created it for them. So very cool, very cool.
Yeah. So there's nothing. I've been using this since 2007. I didn't have a contact manager when I started. I was looking for something that would give me the ability to keep track of my database as I was growing. We were at 35% referral with a large franchise. Started using Send Out Cards. I use a lot of other marketing techniques. This one really works. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So you brought up a really good point. I think people are probably going, she just said CRM, database management system. So tell us about that. So do you use this system to upload every contact you have physically into the system?
I have about
keeps track of that for you?
I have about 10,000 people in my contact manager now.
Okay. Inside Send Out Cards.
Inside Send Out Cards.
So there's no limit. There's
no limit.
Okay.
Wow. Here's the cool part. How do you think I got those screenshots? How do you think I could share those cards that I've sent? Well, it's because when you send a card with Send Out Cards, it logs it into history. So I can pull up every card I've ever sent to you
since you've been using it,
and see exactly because you'll have people call and say, "Oh my gosh, that was the nicest card I've ever received in my whole life. Thank you. Your words just meant the most. It was the right time." And I go, "I sent 50 cards last week. What did I say?" So I can pull them up. I can pull up that card. I can look at what I said and resonate with that person of how it made them feel. So best part, in my opinion, for a business owner to be able to have a look back over history.
Yeah, so see who you sent to, where, because then you can actually make a tree of who sent. So does it send? I mean, does the system allow you to send emails from there?
No.
No, okay. It's just strictly to keep track of it and then send physical handwritten cards.
You can keep track of there's
notes and stuff.
Notes of where you met people,
Crazy.
Their birthdays,
That's
kids.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how we we talk about handwritten postcards. We talked about that in class before December, and so you could throw this in there to one of your months, because one month was I Like You, one month was Superman story, like how you helped somebody that didn't think they could get into a home, and then the third one was I'm a real person. So I'm a real person means, hey, the grandchildren and I went to the pumpkin patch and had a great time. It was so fun picking up pumpkins. I'm a real person. You could also add this one into one of the months to send to your database. I mean, I don't know how you would grow doing this, especially when it's personal. And if it's personal to a specific person or a group of people, like your 120, and that's great. Now she says 120, but it could be I mean that
it's
was
growing.
That was a lot smaller.
I'm like,
a year
dang,
ago.
I need to add them to.
Correct.
Someone just send me a referral. I need to send brownies.
Send to a friend. Here's what the envelope looks like when you send a card that is a open card. It's an envelope just like this with a real stamp on it.
That's right.
So it looks like you wrote on it and sent it out, which is pretty cool. It's your from address because you put that in the system, but you don't have to do anything. You don't have to lick it. You don't have to put the stamp on it. You just type in what you want to put in there, put in the pictures, choose the card. It's insane. So just listed postcard, amazing. Check this out. So remember we talked about this, marketing to expireds. Here's a real estate open house, but talk about sending a card to an expired listing with the single property website to it, the text code. I mean, it's endless what you can put in these cards, and it gets there just the normal mail. I mean, it seems to be, it's really fast.
And I'll tell you what, if you put a picture of their house on the front of the card, when they'd open it up and go,
what? I mean, that's just a huge eye opener.
And it shows that you're creative in your marketing at the get-go.
Well, yeah, and so remember the script, and the script was when the gentleman from Illinois was with us. He said, "Hey, and I would write this in there. Hey, I see, so sorry, I see your home expired. I would like to, show you what I've already created for you. And if you ever decide to market your home again, I would love to interview for the position." Mm-hmm. You're not, I mean, it's just a really cool way. You've already created a website for them, text code, QR code, all that stuff. You can put whatever you want in here, literally whatever you want. And you can, so it's just, that excites me. Get this, I love this idea. So you close on a home and you go, you know what, I'm going to send a gift to Gail, and I'm going to give her enough postcards to send to 50 of her, does it show you who they send to? I just thought something. I'm like,
That's for another show. That's for another show.
That's for another story. So you give them a gift, which is $48, allows them to send 50 postcards to people, letting them know their new address.
Actually, I have an even better idea. You can do it through that, but there's also a photo store with send-out cards where you can actually go in and create a card with their information, the picture of their house and their information, and have that sent to them, and it's actually less than $48. They can get 50 cards for about 30 bucks.
And then they just address it and send it out.
And
So you send them 50 of them.
Yeah.
And
25 or 50.
Okay, cool. So either way, they're going to send them out. They're going to give them to people. Yeah. So here's what the inside of the card looks like. It says whatever you want it to say. I like this cool. So you can put little bubbles in it. You've done this before. Little frog talking, little frog sitting on the porch. I love my new owners. So the house is talking, whatever. Just crazy stuff. So here's the best one, I think. Because a new baby brought into the world is just an amazing thing. And if you can send a picture of them in their own, a card saying congratulations, of course, the date that they were born, the pounds, the ounces. This card's going in the baby book.
It is.
I mean, that card's not going anywhere. You're going to pull that out when they're 18 and leave the house, and that card's going to be right there. So, of course, with you on it. So, very, very cool. So, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with us today. We got a very, very large group. So here's what Gail, and I told her, I said, man, Gail, I don't know what to tell you, but we get a lot of people on these calls, and there's a lot of people on these calls. So if you would like help with this, if you shoot Gail an email, she's going to send you back an email with how to sign up, how to get started, and she said what did you say, your husband's on next week too?
Well, he leaves tomorrow, actually.
Oh my God, what is going on here? He leaves you to fend all this weather? Is he going somewhere warm or whatever? So
I just had 2 listing appointments that I gotta get stuff around for.
Jeez,
so dang.
I know.
I'm sure glad send-out cards is easy.
Yeah, that's right. So Gail's going to be around to help you answer any questions if you need to get on the phone. But she's going to, if you email Gail at gailzintech@gmail.com, she'll send you back exactly the steps to take to how to use this. You'll have her contact information. You'll have her email, questions, concerns, all kinds of stuff. Getting started, there's all kinds of getting started stuff she can give you. And then she'll also share with you her account once you have an account with send-out cards. You talked a little bit about, you got a 7-card seller campaign, 7-card buyer campaign.
So
other stuff. So you don't have to recreate the wheel. You can use them, delete them, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, tweak them, add your picture, take mine out. Don't send your boys and girls
Right.
the picture of Steve and Gail.
So many grandkids. Holy smokes. Yeah. Right. So what do you say, so like the cost of this, say that I wanted to sign up and just send cards whenever I wanted to send cards. Explain that to us.
Well, there's two ways to sign up for send out cards as a customer. One is a $31 a month subscription, which would allow you to send, to 5 people your 7-card campaign, or 50 birthday cards, or 50 expireds and for sale by owners. The system will explain how the points work, but for $9.80 you can try send out cards and send 10 cards and see if you like it.
So that's $10.
Yeah.
$10. So the $10 a month. If you want to just stay with that, you're good.
Yeah.
$10 a month. Now, Christine is all the way from Canada on the call with us. Does it work in Canada?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The postage is 59 cents, so it's just a little bit more to send cards. But here's the thing: if she was sending cards to people in the U.S., it's only 49 cents. It goes by where.
Oh, so where you send it to. So it's 49 cents if she sends to the U.S., 59 in Canada. So a typical card isn't going to cost you any more than unless you buy the how much was the big one?
8 by 11.
8 by 11.
It's 15 points.
Which is.
Less than $6.
Less than $6 to send an 8 by 11 card, which is huge. That's huge. Cool.
I marked a couple of questions, Scotty. If you
absolutely,
will
man.
indulge
Yeah,
me.
bring them on.
One came from way early, and I'm pretty sure I heard the answer to this, but just want to ask it again because it's such a good question. Is when you farm through send out cards, are you actually uploading a mailing list to the system there? How does that work when you're farming a neighborhood and you've got a specific mailing list you'd like to send to?
Well, there's a way to create groups. So I have a group of called my top 100, and everybody that is in my top 100 gets a check mark into that group. So I can go into the contact manager and I can go down and check mark the top 100, and it'll bring up everybody in that group. So. And then all I have to do is click one button that says send campaign to checked, and it'll send that one specific card to everybody in that group.
Now, if you were to obtain a list of a new neighborhood that has 50 homes in it, would you be able to upload that list and then create a group from that upload? Or an import, I guess, is what it would be.
Yeah, you can import anything in a CSV file.
Okay.
And so you would just import it right into the specific and give it the specific name that you'd want it to be, and then they'd be in there.
Perfect. You just answered another one. Janice had the same question as Christine. Is this available in Canada? And so you explained that. Kathy's asking, Gail, do you also use an email marketing system? And if so, what email system do you use?
No, I don't.
No,
okay.
She's not big. She's just personally.
Sure, the send out cards is enough. I mean, that's a great strategy.
Yeah, she uses Gmail exclusively.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last one that I marked is on the birthday cards and on the celebration cards, like the announcement of the baby. Are you branding those in some way, shape, or form? Are you putting your contact above and beyond the picture of yourself and your husband? Are you branding that?
No, not really. I've learned that it's all about building relationships, and it's not all about me. It's about the person I'm sending the card to. We all get sold to. I don't want to sell to somebody on their birthday. They know I'm their realtor. What I do though is on the return address. So on the back of every card, and I wish we could have showed that. On the back of every card is who the card goes to and who it's from. And I have my phone number in the return address on all the cards, so they have my phone number handy on the back of the cards.
But anything else, it kind of feels a little salesy, like it's less heartfelt, I guess is the way to say that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to show you guys.
And that's all I've got, Mark. Scotty, thank you for indulging me on those questions. I see several others have popped in, but I think most of these we have covered and answered. What contact manager are you using? She's using send out cards as her contact manager. I mean, that's what she's using.
That's absolutely. And then, yeah, so if you have any questions, I would highly recommend. She's an expert at it. She is creative, and a lot of thank yous in here. Let's see. Thank you, Gail. You are so creative. I have a quick question. Does send out cards work in KS? So, guys, if you're joining us for the first time, you can find us right down here at facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind. And Gail hangs out there with us. She's a member of the group, so that's a private group. Request to get in, and we'll let you in. And then, of course, if you have any questions, just look up Gail in the group, and she can answer any questions. I'm sure that'll be fired up here pretty soon. I kind of warned her on that part. So I wanted to show you. I just took a picture of the back of my card, so let me just really quick go, and then we'll let you guys go. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today, and appreciate you hanging out here on Agent Mastermind. So here is the email that comes in. Let's see. So here's what it looks like. Let me just throw this picture up here. On the back of every card, this is what it looks like. Can you see that, Paul?
It wasn't muted while I was talking to you. Yes, we can see that very well.
Yeah, so it has Stephen Gales Intech, your phone number, and then your address. So she always puts her number right there on the back of the card, and this is the send-out card that she sent to us. So that's kind of what that looks like.
And
so
there is a Steve guy on here saying that Gail rocks. Some golfer guy saying Gail rocks. I don't know who that would be.
Honey, I'll pay you later.
All right, everybody. All right, hey, thank you so much, everybody. So if you are joining us for the first time, go to the Facebook group, join us. I hope you enjoyed what we shared with you today. It's an amazing strategy, and the most important part of what you said at the very end was it's not about you. It's about the actual client you're sending the card to, so make it about them. Remove yourself from it. If you could do that, it's amazing what happens because nobody does it. It's always, let me tell you about me, and you're reversing those tables. So even if it's in an email format or a Facebook format or however you communicate with people, make it about them. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing what comes back as far as the relationship and how deep that goes. So any final words?
Well, it's all about leveraging the product. It's greeting cards and gifts, leveraging that product to your relationships. And when you do that, what you send out in life comes back tenfold.
No question. No question.
So,
that's why you're at 98% referral. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to see, talk to you at the end of the year to see where you're at with this because it was a good year last year when a lot of people were struggling. So
yeah.
Congratulations.
And did I mention we opened up our own real estate company?
During the year that she actually went to 98%, she opened up her own real estate company, and it didn't slow you down, did it?
No.
Because you had a personal connection with everybody that you're doing business with. So
Yep,
congratulations to you. Thank you so much. Honored to have you here, and I appreciate you sharing this idea with everybody.
It was a privilege to be here.
Cool.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. All right, guys. Paul, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Same time, same place next week on Agent Mastermind. Get with your loan professionals who sent you to this class to get a copy of the PowerPoint and the recording, which we hopefully will have up by the end of the day today or tomorrow at the latest. And be safe out there. We'll see you guys on the web. Take care.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.